Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Small Caliber Arms Review. Today we're going to be taking a look at another option for concealed carry, and it is a mouse gun, a pocket gun. It used to be a popular gun, but nowadays the nickel-plated Raven is kind of a thing of the past. There's a lot better firearms out there for concealed carry, but this being a classic, it is. We're going to go ahead and take a look at it anyways. It's a little 25 ACP, and cute little gun, pretty small, and let's give it a few shots and see how it does. No recoil to it. I'm real close range here, and you know, it's a pocket gun. Okay, the Raven was a pretty popular gun back in its day, but like I said, there's a lot better options out there for concealed carry. Although this is still an option, and it will do the job. It's you know, effectiveness in a self-defense situation is probably not going to be that great. It's going to be a little bit better than a 22. The round was developed by John Moses Browning. It's just a hair bigger than a 22, but the reason it was developed is because of the reliability. The center fire rounds seem to be a lot more reliable than a rim fire, so Browning decided to develop those rounds so that you'd have a little more reliability. It is a very compact gun. You can see there I got pretty big hands, but it's small. I can only get pretty much one finger on the grip itself there, and then the trigger finger in there. But there's no kick to it. You see when I shot it there, I mean, it's just pop, pop, pop. It's a done deal. So you're not worried too much about that center line axis being high, because it's not going to rock back a whole lot on you. This gun holds 6 rounds in the magazine, plus 1 in the chamber if you want. I only had 5 in there, I think it was. But it's a pretty neat little gun. It's a Saturday night special. They're really concealable. You can stick it in any pocket you want, your pants pocket. They're just a neat little gun. I always liked them. I don't know why, but I just thought they were kind of neat looking. The sights are machined in the top there. There's no adjustment on it at all. I mean, it's just what you see is what you get, and this being nickel plated like this are a little tough to see, but you're not going to use this for any long distance shooting. You can use it at an up close and personal situation like this. Well, hopefully you'll never have to use it, but if you are, really aiming is not going to be an issue. When you're that close to somebody, you can just pull it out, pull the trigger, and you're good to go. Should you need it in a situation. But like I said, it's a neat little gun. It was made by Raven Arms Industries in California. This is the model MP25. It's a 25 auto, made in the United States. A little magazine. The release is here on the heel. It's not a real easy magazine to get out. I mean, you can't. There's no thumb release for it or anything, so you've got to be able to get in there and push it and pull it out there. Little sight window on the side of it, and like I said, it's only a 6-round magazine. Locks in there. There's no lock on the slide, so I mean, you pull it open, rack your round in there, you let it go, and it's in there. Little safety on the side of it here, forward for fire, back for safe. It's a really simple little gun. I mean, they don't get much more uncomplicated than this one. Just a few parts inside, and we'll fire a few more rounds here, and then we'll go take it apart and check out the insides of it. All right, real quick here, the rain is starting to move in, and although I'm not worried about the firearm getting wet, I don't want my camera getting wet. I got a couple golf balls sitting up here, and I'm gonna see if I can't hit them from about, I don't know, 5 yards away. That'll be my accuracy test. Well, that was my 6 rounds. I did manage to get one of them off of there. Can't tell exactly where it's hitting. I don't have anything behind me other than grass and dirt, and it's not showing me exactly where it is, but it seems like it was shooting a little bit low. At this range it probably was. Here's the golf ball, and I don't see a single nick on it, so I don't know how it, oh, I see right there. It actually hit the wood below it, so it was shooting a lot low. Whew, that was terribly low. Anyways, let's get out of the rain here and we'll go in and check it out. Alright everybody, this is the tabletop review of the Raven Arms model MP25, 25 caliber semi-auto pocket gun, mouse gun. Really compact, easy to conceal firearm. I'm not too sure about the effectiveness of a 25 ACP as a concealed carry, but nobody wants any holes in them regardless of the caliber. I've got 2 rounds here. I've got a 25 ACP and a 22 long rifle. You can see the overall length of the 22 is just a hair longer, a little smaller diameter. You'll probably get a little better velocity out of the 22 than you will the 25. You got a little heavier, I think it's a 50 grain bullet in the 25 and probably a 40 grain in the 22. But the decision of the caliber that you want to carry, that's completely up to you. But as far as the Model 25 here, maintenance is pretty much a breeze. Disassembly is really easy. You don't need any tools, and if you do, you might just use a pen to push that button in. I take my finger, kind of push it in a little bit. It will let the back of the slide come up a little bit. Keep your finger over the end of the button because the spring will want to push it up a little bit. Pull up on the back of the slide, work it forward. The only thing left in the slide is your catch, your firing pin spring, and your firing pin. You got the extractor on the top there. That pulls your bullet out of the chamber when the slide comes back. Your firing pin actually works as the ejector. The spring keeps a little pressure on it forward, and as it comes back, it pushes out, spitting the round upwards. You got the mainspring right underneath the barrel there. There's nothing really holding it in. It just slides in a little groove underneath there and a little hole in the back. You got your safety over on this side here, a little ball detent. It blocks the sear from coming down, releasing the firing pin. You got a bit of linkage on the back here from your trigger and everything. If you take the grips off, be advised there are some workings underneath there that can come off when you remove the grip. Same thing on this side. It helps hold your safety mechanism in there. Reassembly is a breeze. Once you've put your firing pin and firing pin spring back in, put your catch back in there. Take and line your mainspring up underneath the slide there. There's a little spot where it rides. Pull it back just a little bit. Push your catch in some. Push the slide back down, and it locks it on there. Go ahead and function check it. And, oh, got safety on. Go ahead and function check it, and it still works. It's a pretty good little gun. There are still parts available for these guns. Phoenix Arms now carries the parts. I picked up a couple extra magazines, and as far as magazines go, these are about as cheap as you can get. A little aluminum magazine. The floor plate is not removable. I'm not sure how you would get the follower and the spring out if you want to do any cleaning, but there's a big window on the side there. You can rinse them out with some rim oil or something. One of the things I do not like about this firearm is when you've fired a magazine, if you want to do a magazine change, it's not that easy. There's no button on the side. It's on the heel right there. So you actually have to, it pretty much takes 2 hands. Pull that back a little bit. It bumps out just a little bit. You can grab it and pull it out. I don't know if it would, yeah, it does fall out when you pull it back. But it's kind of a pain. Your hand covers up most of the bottom of it there when you're holding it. And to be able to hit that button, you pretty much got to take your other hand and push it back. Other than that, it's a pretty good little gun. It's a nice looking little gun. Like I said, it's super easy to conceal, and it's not a bad little firearm. They've been around for a long time. They're still, I don't know if they're still in production with the Raven, but Phoenix Arms does make a couple other little pocket guns that they still produce today. Anyways, thanks for taking a look at my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Click the notification bell so you'll know when I release a new video. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. Go ahead and like, comment, and share. And thanks for watching Small Caliber Arms Review.